Hello Gemini, I am doing a couples and singles reading, actually singles first and then couples, and I will timestamp those for you so then the couples can look at those if you are coupled. I have a number of different decks that I've been working with. I've already shuffled all of the cards, which I have a great deal of layout. I'm working with my regular deck that I love to work out with. I have the butterfly and changes. We have the angels of abundance coming to you and the power of love with the energy oracle cards. So with these cards, it gives me kind of a good reading for a snapshot for you through the month of November. And I will start with the singles right now, and we'll go into the Wheel of Fortune. And there's a completion coming in here with the singles. So with this card, on the romance side, you know, someone from your past may return to you, but you're still going to be undecided about the relationship or which way it's going to go. So something you may need to think about if you're single and you're looking for a relationship, maybe somebody that you've already had a relationship with previously. You know, they could come back and say they're sorry, it was on a negative condition and it ended, but you'll make an important decision in your future here in November. So whatever happened in that relationship, you have the Eight of Air, and it's an illusion of being trapped, and maybe it caused some self-confidence issues, the lack of, and afraid to take action. So you're really going to have to really take some time to think about if you want to be in this relationship with this person or not, but try to remember why it ended in the first place. Do you want to go back through that again? Because a lot of times when you revisit that, some people don't change. I mean, they can maintain it to about 3 to 6 months, but they're usually the same person. Sometimes, though, some people do come back and have learned their lessons, and it can be much better, especially when they want to be in a more solid commitment. If you're trying to be in a relationship now, and you might have some financial constraints going on right now. So being that you might not have the money to go play and date at that time, so hopefully if a person comes into your life, you'll need to find things to do on a budget, which actually can be very fun because there's many things you can do on a budget that can be fun. It doesn't always have to be spending a lot of money to go someplace. You can do date nights in many different realms of saving money, dinners at home, and entertainment and that things. But consider that maybe you might not have the funds to go do some things, or maybe they don't too, unless both of you. So just pay attention to that. You know, Gemini, you are in a deservingness of a relationship. You know, you're definitely, you know, the child of God, and you know, the great divine wants you to have your purpose on this life, but also be with somebody that's going to definitely appreciate you and recognize your lovable qualities. And you just have to trust that, you know, there's a higher purpose looking out for you at this point in time on that card. So when you move forward, the cards are encouraging you to take your next step now. So it's up to you. Do you want to take a step with somebody from your past, or do you want to move forward? So this step can be either way: forward with the same person that's coming back, or forward with a new person in your life. So you'll have some things to think about, Gemini, as you move in through November in a different relationship. So they want you, the cards and your the higher powers want you to have integrity and, you know, demonstrate the truth and honesty of your soul and manifest love with your every action. So, you know, as long as you know what you want in your life and you move forward with things, know that that's integrity of what you want and for the other person. Don't do it because they want it, or you know, want something for any selfish reasons. It has to be done out of love, and it's something that you really should want to do and want to share with other people when you're on this time and dating. So don't do anything that's less of an integrity of what you would see less of what you would accept in your life. Make sure that whomever you choose to have in your life, that it's something that is at the level that you really would like to have. And that will conclude our reading for the singles, and now I will move into the couples. We start out with the overriding energy for couples in the Gemini. The Four of Cups can represent some type of despair in your life, something that you'll want your lover, and you can't stop wanting them. And if there's some issues going on in your relationships, somebody's out there wanting to get back together and work things out. So if you're in a relationship that's having a tough time, you're going to have some maybe unresolved togetherness with each other. So this doesn't resonate for all people. This is just a general reading. This may resonate with a few out there in the Geminis. So, you got to get your personal affairs in order, and, it's just something that, is somebody's, we've got the Three of Cups, we've got good things going on in here. And, this lady's in despair because there's a cup of love being offered, and they're too busy being sad to see that there's good that's coming. But as we move into the reading, we get the Sun card. So, whatever's going on with you couples out there, there's a happy outcome that's coming, and a brilliant new idea that lead to success. And have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in your love for the other person, that you guys will mend fences and keep these things going. So with this being said, having the Sun, that's a very powerful card. So whatever kind of bump that you had in your life, it's definitely going to get figured out, and you guys should come to a happy conclusion on that. With this card, we have the Thinking Woman. And with the Thinking Woman, it's rediscovering each other again, and that would be like the cup being offered to you. So you have to look at that, and it represents a side of you that's going to blossom and bring clarity and assistance to yourself, to the voice within the wisdom to shine, that you're going to come to this great conclusion on whatever's going on in the wobbles and relationships. Make sure that in the couples that you guys are taking care of each other, clean energy food. Sorry about that. My dog's barking. Sorry about that. Had to deal with my dog. Somebody was at the door. And so anyways, with, they're still going. Sorry about that. Just busy animals. It talks about clean energy and clean food, and so when you do that, it automatically leads to more efficiency and better ideas, higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. So it's very beneficial to you to do and eat right during this time while you guys are moving through things. So then, because if you're depressed or anything and you're not doing things, it's just going to cause more problems down the line. We have self-employment card, but that tells me that you guys can do self-healing with each other through whatever you're going through and progress. Self-employment in itself, to me, too, always represents relationships, and you work very hard to take care of whatever you've started in your life, be it a relationship or business. It's something that's very important to you and always will be, just as that relationship will be. You will move forward. And your last card is Past. Through the power of love, you release any stagnant situations or energy in order to transform your heart space. So, when you look back at that, you just got to keep moving through and transform through the different times in your relationship, and understand you got to take the good with the bad. So, Gemini, this concludes your reading for the couples, and I will see you back. Thank you.